Welcome to another beautiful edition of Football Yarn, episode 25. And I am Kayo Mipo. I'll be taking you around the world. But then, I'm not going to be doing this alone. I've got the goons in the house. They are ready. They are set. Ready to dissect, analyze, and of course, share with you all the latest from the ongoing FIFA Club World Cup. Of course, we are already in the final, and it's going to happen on Sunday. Chelsea, PSG. We have a whole lot of things to discuss on the show, and of course, not forgetting the transfers. A potential move from one London club to another London club. That's involving Noni Madueke. But then, before we dive into the discussion of the day, let me start by introducing the goons. Like I said, they are set, they are ready, and of course, ready to go blazing. Look, look how you doing today. I don't know why they laugh.
Abiola, you understand?
Don't change them.
My friend call me Ola, but as for I dey barely come. I'm a professor of love, men of many inspiration. I talk it, I say it. When it comes fat, everything is ready.
When you say a man of many inspirations, that's where they always come my head. Portable.
Hey, that one.
All right, moving on. I've got to. I don't know if they are my bodyguards today, but they are ready to sandwich me so close to me. I've got one on my left wing, and of course, I've got one on my right wing. Who should I introduce first? Okay, let me go my right. Idris, my man.
What's good, man?
What's up, man?
The microphone himself is back, man. You know what I'm saying? Idris the man, don't play.
What it do?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Of course, we got the man behind the camera. He's actually multitasking today. He's behind the camera, and also he's got the mic. Should I introduce him first, or as you introduce my second bodyguard? I don't know who has to introduce me, but okay, let me introduce my second bodyguard. I don't want to introduce the first and not introduce the second right away. Simi, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back on the show. I'm so happy. I'm ready to dissect things with you guys.
All right then. Toby, what's good, my man?
Hey, we're good. Well, let's talk football. Let's talk.
Call him well out. Toby the mic. Oh yeah, Toby the voice.
Toby the multitasker.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Let's deep dive into the discussions of the day. Let's start with a man. They said he left home to feed home, but after he left home, they started to cook jollof rice, right? Of course, I'm talking about the man that left PSG for Real Madrid, and of course, he met PSG a couple of days ago, and he was whooped. He was embarrassed all through the game. No man other than Kylian Mbappé. We are going to be talking extensively about this man. People have been talking. People have been saying, season's coming. Real Madrid have been unbalanced. I don't know if you guys have an insight on that. They've been saying a lot of things, and even though I don't agree with some things they've talked about, because I don't know how a player that scored almost 50 goals can be a problem to the team. Let me start with Simi. As the signing of Kylian Mbappé caused an imbalance in the Real Madrid team.
Well, going back to the days in PSG, I reckon him to be playing as a left wing. If I'm correct, yes, he was playing as a left wing. Now, him coming into the Real Madrid system under Ancelotti, we had Vinicius playing that same left wing, and he's more of a better left winger than a striker. Now, you're making him play as a nine, where he's not actually fit there. But if is that he can play as a left wing, gonna be more better. But him playing as a left wing, we also make Vinicius not seeing a more regular match fitting place, because if starting as a left wing also will change the mood of the midfield, because most time others they play in formation of 4-4-2. But now currently,
before the arrival on Mbappé.
Yes. But now currently they're playing as a 4-3-3, so they have to choke the midfield. So there will be a chance for Mbappé, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. Yeah, so I just feel like it's actually an imbalance to the team.
But really, the last 2 seasons of Mbappe at PSG, he played as a 9.
He played as a 9,
Yeah.
but it was more of like a second striker.
Okay, he was diverting to the wings.
Yes.
Of course. I understand that, but even he played in his first season at Real Madrid, he played as a 9 and he scored almost 50 goals.
Okay.
I mean, how could someone who scored about 50 goals be a problem?
Now, looking at, if I use Xabi Alonso's depth now, looking at the last match they played against PSG, you see the formation they used. We have Adagula, we have Vinicius, we have Mbappé. Now, in a team of where you are using a 4-3-3 formation, if you are going to start a more better and fit 9, I can't say I'm starting with Mbappé because I have him as my left wing. But Vinicius is also there. And looking at the way of things, I can't say I should drop Vinicius because I want to start Mbappé, a world-class player. I can't do that. So I just feel it's an imbalanced position for him. Okay. That's what I feel.
Idris, let me come to you. Before the final, right? Of course, Mbappé was sick. He didn't start. It was Vinicius, Gonzalo Garcia. So, Idris, I'm going to ask you, do you think Xabi Alonso should have stuck with his lineup prior to the final?
I don't really think he should have stuck with his lineup. What he did in the final, he actually did quite good. But if you're talking about the imbalance, right? Did he cause the imbalance?
Yeah, I'm asking you, should Alonso have stuck with the same lineup instead of starting Mbappe? Because we've seen
when he faced PSG, right?
We've seen not that. We've seen different instances like that when, of course, most of the time it involves the best player of the team. He doesn't play before an important game. The team have kind of gotten shape and, kind of,
What's in their form, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of chemistry. And then before the final, you benched someone in the team and you started, the best player. And it causes a little bit of imbalance. We saw that with Liverpool and we saw that with Spurs and Liverpool in the final. Before the final, it was Lucas Moura.
Yes.
Heung-min Son and Eriksen and the likes. Kane was injured. And in the final, it started Kane and the whole attack was bland. So, should Alonso had stuck with the same lineup instead of bringing Mbappe back into the team?
Yes, he should have stuck with the same lineup. You should put it like that because if we look at all the old players, there's this kind of chemistry a player has. If a player is injured, let's say when Haaland was injured, all the team, they had to start pushing forward to go for goals. Same thing with PSG when Mbappe left. Now they have 10 goal scorers minus the keeper, you understand? So he should have stuck with the same lineup in the sense that he sees that there's a chemistry going on. We thought that, yes, Mbappe is a world-class player, but apart from that, you have to also stick with the chemistry that works for you. Then, let's say you play it out throughout the first half. If it doesn't go well for you, then you can introduce him into the second half.
You don't fix it when it's not
exactly.
broken.
So I felt like he was just in a rush because he was like, okay, Mbappe is my wife, he can give me what I want. Same thing we said. If you put him as a 9, Mbappe is not a steady 9. He's more like a left winger. And he said you can't bend Vinicius for Mbappe. You need that attacking forward and attacking pressure on the team. So I think he should have stuck with the same formation. Then he should have waited, see how he plays out for the first at least 35, 45 minutes. Then he's like, okay, it's not working. Let me bring in Mbappe. Let me change the whole logic of the game. So I think that's where he made a mistake by just putting Mbappe in the second when he has not really flowed with the chemistry they went with when they already started playing before he went on injury and came back.
Lekon, they did the Mbappe pressure huge for Xabi Alonso. Do you think he was pressured to start Kylian Mbappe in that final?
Number one, I don't know. You ask about Mbappe, Real Madrid. You are making it about Man City. I just want to know. We're not talking about Man City here.
No, don't worry. Just stick to
I
your
want to
point.
stick my point. You know, this is
Don't try to.
I'm not trying to do anything here. I'm sticking to my point. I'm just making it obvious. You know, I don't like all people are saying. I've been, you know, reading the social media, this thing. I'm saying Mbappé is this thing. Unfortunately, that's what they call football, man. And now you are blaming Mbappé for them losing the semi-final. I don't understand. You know, you are blaming Mbappé. I told you earlier from the start. I think that was the 15th episode or 16th episode. I don't remember. I said Alonso is not the man for Real Madrid. He's tailor-made. He just came there. It's not just came there out of reward. See, they'll still cry. But I'm see. I will watch it. I love Real Madrid. But everybody putting blame on Mbappé now. I don't see any reason there. I don't see anything there. They are putting blame on him. This guy scored like almost 40 goals for you. I mean, when 40 goals gone, he's coming 40 goals for you. You are putting blame on him. Okay, everybody knows. Before you went for him, you know he plays at left wing. So if you want a top striker, why do you go for him then? If you want I don't understand. It's making me cry. I'm crying inside. I'm crying at home. I'm crying at night. I can't sleep.
Why they cry?
I'm angry.
What did they make you cry?
I'm angry.
They break your heart. Your girlfriend only.
He passed making. Because this thing, you know, as in Mbappé is on my heart. Don't worry.
They give him money.
Don't worry. You can't understand.
You are doing this.
You can't understand. You can't understand the pain.
I understand.
You can't understand the pain I'm going through now.
You are doing this out of love for Mbappé.
He passed love.
Anything we don't pass, I don't enter a trade. All right. Of course, when Leko wants to talk, he brings in a lot of energy, and I don't think you guys are not used to that already. Let's go to Toby now. Toby, are Real Madrid fans overreacting now?
Yeah, I don't know, for one reason or the other, just like Lekon said, we've checked the internet, we've checked the proofs. I don't know why. Every time it's always Mbappé. You guys want to tell us 1,000 reasons why Mbappé is wrong. Anytime, it comes to the team failure, it comes to why PSG is not winning the UCL, it was because of Mbappé. It comes to why Real Madrid are playing bad, it was because of Mbappé. Don't let us forget that this is a player that scored more than 40 goals in the League One. 41. Come on. And
he scored almost 50 for Real.
He scored almost 50 for Real in his first season. He even break Ronaldo record.
Yeah, he did.
He did well more than Karim Benzema when Real Madrid just signed him as well. This guy is playing well, fine. He might be out of position. There has been keyboard coach and keyboard warriors manager should please calm down.
Made a pipe low.
Yeah, made a pipe low. I don't understand. 1, 2. Mbappé is not just a left wing player. He can play the central forward. He can play the right wing. He can even play as a second striker. I mean, this is a player that carried back when the likes of Neymar was not there again for PSG. He carried the whole team on his head. So what are we talking about?
And we should not forget, he also won the World Cup.
Yeah, he also won the World Cup with France. So Real Madrid, of course, we've always known Real Madrid to always sign Galacticos. Real Madrid sign icons. That's it. That's why we call them the Galacticos. So Real Madrid is known to signing stars. So you won't come here and tell us that why did Real Madrid? This is Xabi Alonso headache. I believe that's why Carlo Ancelotti was sacked. To get the best players to perform. To get the best players to grind out results. So this shouldn't be the blame on Kylian Mbappé. He's a fantastic player. If it's about a position thing, that's Xabi Alonso headache. He should solve it. And he should get the players performing. He should get the team grinding out results.
Wait, hold on. Do you think they actually needed him? Or they just needed him because of brand levels? Like, because of he's a star, they want that kind of audience to be drawn to Madrid. Do you think they actually needed him when they signed him? Or they just needed him based on brand?
We know Real Madrid doesn't sign players just for performance. We know Real Madrid sign icons, and Mbappé is in that league. We know Mbappé is like an enshrinement. We know the global commercial pool Mbappé is going to bring. We know the marketing dominance of Kylian Mbappé in France, in the French market, in the African market, in the Arabian market. We are talking about
even in the
we are talking about Cristiano Ronaldo here. No, it's not just a player. apart from being that, he's a fantastic player. Come on, if a player is great, every team needs a great player to make it more great.
Yeah.
So if you have a Vini in they need him.
When we are talking about Madrid, in Madrid,
Yeah, we're talking about
in Madrid doesn't go for players that just perform.
Yes.
They don't go for performance. They don't go for potential.
Have you ever seen Real Madrid sign
They don't
player
go
for
for
Nigeria professional
They don't
football
go
league?
for they don't go for potential.
Why can't
You know, if I
through
you
short?
I'm just saying it. I'm not no the man you this they go for potentials. But Real Madrid
Don't talk about.
so I'm stating obvious here, man. Let me finish. Yeah, before you bury me. So
I'm not trying to bury you though.
in Madrid, they don't go for potential. They don't go for this thing. You have to prove yourself over and over and over again.
Okay, prove yourself. Tuchameni.
No.
No.
Guys,
Wait.
No.
To just counter this, if Real Madrid was great, I guess another team Real Madrid buy. If Erling Haaland will be in the market today, Real Madrid will go for him. They buy these star players to create the fear factor.
But they
Okay,
do need
fine,
him.
fine.
If
They do
Haaland
need
is
him.
on the market, they won't need him because they do not have a nine.
Lekon said
Eh,
they do
what-
not have a
what-
nine.
what-
And
what-
despite
what-
that,
Apart from Tchouaméni,
The player that got
Guys,
who's the other player that got
Apart from Tchouaméni.
40 plus goals.
Guys, hold on.
You don't need him.
Hold on. Please.
Come on.
Hold on, please. From me, I don't think it is fair. Maybe Real really didn't need him, right? Because they were just coming from the back of winning the Champions League, and they lost to the Cruz. I thought Real did not address the role they needed to address.
I am sorry to cut you, Jay.
I
Real
understand that
lost Real Madrid. Real lost Benzema.
they won the Champions League thereafter.
No, I'm not talking about that. And they did not have that position filled, right? Or have they signed any other player to fill that position?
But
So
Mbappé and Benzema are not like for like.
No. I'm talking about deliveries. In terms of deliveries, I didn't know.
I'm not. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
I'll get
he's
the
not
player
a
that will
good
get me
addition.
results. Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not a good addition. I'm saying that is Mbappe what they actually need?
No.
Because if like it's not like Real actually needed Mbappe. Mbappe needed Real.
No.
Yes, that's the case.
Why?
I will tell you now. Real have won it all. Real have won the Champions League. They were just coming from the back of the Champions League.
No. Has there been a point in time that Real has never? We are talking about the biggest team in terms of the UEFA Champions League. Has there ever been a time that has Real never won the Champions League before they signed Ronaldo?
I remember our last episode. We talk about need and wants. You understand?
Yeah.
Mbappe wants Real Madrid.
Real
Real need
could do without
Real
Mbappe.
need Mbappe.
Real need.
Why did they go for him? They don't need him.
Because
No,
they need
the point
they
is,
need a goal poucher.
the point is, Real always sign a Galactico, right? Almost every season.
Yes.
But I'm talking about what happens on the pitch. Real are coming from the back of winning the Champions League.
They'll find you how to fit in that player.
Mbappe has not won the Champions League. He needs Real to win it. That is why he left PSG. He thought PSG were not in position, were not in, in that bracket yet.
Ayo,
And you know what Real guarantees you is the Champions League.
Yeah.
Real could do without Mbappe. Yeah, Real have. Let's look at it this way. Let's follow. Let's follow the line now.
Ayo, please. Just to buttress what Lekon said.
Okay.
See, since Benzema left, no, Real has not signed any world-class striker. I mean, any world-class player to fill that position.
But they have world-class players.
Madrid let Benzema go in 2023 and never truly replaced him. Of course, they had Joselu. Joselu did that
And they've
job.
not still replaced him.
But
Okay,
it's not a long-time Galactical solution. Mbappe, of course, why not a traditional line? We know he's not a traditional line, but as an LI gold output, and he proved that last season. So Madrid need a player that will guarantee at least 30 plus goals. And Mbappe brings that and more. So what I'm trying to say is that we should shed off this blame from Kylian Mbappe.
No,
we should
I'm
cut
not
him some
putting
rest.
any blame
'Cause
on him.
I don't. No. Because we make it seem as if it's the bad egg that Real Madrid has signed, and it has come with some bad luck
Now-
for Real not to get trophies. If Real is not winning, it's not Mbappe's fault.
One house, guys. You guys are taking my words out of context. What I'm saying is, before now, if Real had not won Champions League titles before Mbappe, that's a different case. But before now, Real were winning stuff. Before Mbappe came, They just won the Champions League. They won it without base. They won the Champions League without a starting natural 9. They won it off the back of Jude Bellingham box crashing.
Yeah.
He was coming into the box and scoring goals.
Barely go. Yeah.
So it's not the case of Real needing him. Real could still win trophies.
Are you saying Mbappé is the problem?
No, I'm not saying it's the problem.
So what are you saying?
No, I'm analyzing the needs and the wants. I'm saying Real did not. The problem Real are having.
Real needs him.
Now,
If they don't need him, they don't go for him.
That's what I'm telling you. Now I'm coming from the root.
He wants Real Madrid.
Real,
They need him.
what I'm saying is Real did not address the position they needed to address in the transfer window. I don't know if you guys since Cruz left, Real have not had a controller in that midfield. They've had problems controlling games.
So why are we having this discussion then?
No. The reason why we're having this discussion is that the fans are putting the blame on Bellingham. What I'm saying is the problem the whole team is having is not just Bellingham. It's not. I put the blame on Mbappé, but the problem the team is having is not Mbappé, but not addressing the role they needed someone, which is the Toni Kroos role. That's what I'm saying. But if Real had replaced Kroos and not get Mbappé, they would still win things. That's what I'm saying. I'm analyzing the needs and the wants, not putting the blame on. Why would a 50-goal striker be a problem?
Hey, tell me.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you guys have any other things to share on this?
Let's just move on because it seems as if we keep. I agree that probably Real Madrid is having issues with someone supplying the assist because Modric is already having no legs.
He's going. He
was in the squad as of last season. Yeah. So he didn't really give much. Talks about that talks about how we don't get to praise the engine rooms, the midfield
until they leave.
Yeah, until he leaves. That's what that has also created. That's another conversation for another day.
Yeah,
but we all can see what's going on. It's like, especially with how much good and well PSG is doing, it seems as if Kylian Mbappé is just a partner. So of which now, just like what I have said, that probably because Real did not sort out the midfield position, because we've already seen that it's not a Real problem. Is not about the goals.
It's not the goals.
It's about the
controlling
supply.
games.
Yeah, it's controlling games.
Which has always been the problem so far.
Has always been the problem so far. So it should be Real. And is Mbappé a need? Mbappé is a need. Real Madrid needed him, but probably Real Madrid did not just sorted out other needs.
What cup winner? You don't need him. What are you saying?
How dare you don't need him?
You could win 10 Ballon d'Ors, and a team might not be. You might not be the guy they actually need at that point. That's the point. Look, if Real do not sort the Kroos role, there will still be a problem. So let's move on. I think we've spent so much of time on the Mbappé saga. So let's move on to our beloved Super Falcons. They are through to the round of 16. They defeated Botswana by a goal to nil, which was, in a long while, one of the most disappointing performances, they've had to put out. Guys, can the Super Falcons go all the way to the final?
Should I go first?
Look, there's Morocco. Morocco is still in the fold. There's South Africa. Can we go past these guys, to clinch the trophy?
When I talk about Super Falcon, they're like lion. They're like lion directing the sheep. They are a lion. The sheep, they are coming. But now, it's not about the sheep. There are no more sheep again. We don't get tiger for there. Yeah, we don't get elephants.
Where you go with this one?
I don't wait. They are the cow. So you be tiger, you be lion. When they direct sheep, but this sheep now, they don't say what they do. They don't make sense. Now they talk to tiger. You understand? So that's so can be. Before they are the giant almighty of this African African nation. The one how many league titles? Maybe 10 or 11.
Loads.
You understand? They want 10 or 11 this is so, but now them Morocco, South Africa, all of them, they are coming up. See, don't misquote me because I'm Nigeria. So I would say I would love them to win it, but with full focus, with full this thing. They should think very well. All those things that they are doing, that they don't play together, they don't organize together, they don't do anything together. They will beat them. They will disgrace them. All these people, some countries.
Toby, thank you, Leon. Toby, do you think preparations, because before the first game they played, I don't know if you guys saw the video where the ladies had to train with the previous jersey, no training gear for them. They had to train with jerseys, the old jersey. Do you think, Toby, I'm asking you, do you think unpaid wages, because there has been talks about the NFF owing these ladies. There have been several talks about no proper preparations, training tools are not in place. So, and so many other distractions. That's do you think these things is the reason why our women's football is going down?
Yeah. This and so many other factors. This has been traditional abnormalities
In Nigeria.
there has always been this call for how the ladies are treated, how the Super Falcons are treated, and how the Super Eagles are treated.
But the Super Eagles are not even treated differently.
Almost
same.
Now Nigeria Football Federation.
It just worst past each other. So that has always been a challenge. But however, take it or leave it. Absolutely anything less than final will be seen as underachievement.
But can we go past the Moroccans and the South Africans?
Well, if you were to look at our historical track records, the Super Falcons are Africa's most decorated.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
11 WAFCON titles. Come on, no other nation even.
But in the last 5-6 years, it has been the Moroccans.
In terms of
In recent years, they've been better than us.
they've been better.
Even the South Africans.
They've been better in recent years. But in terms of the most decorated, it has come on 11.
We know. But I'm just saying, do we have a chance? We have a chance? If you want to look at...
We know we have new rivals rising, just like Lekon have point out. But take it or leave it, there's still the fear factor. Of course, there's still the fear factor when it comes to the what's it called?
The women's football.
Yeah. See the match they won against Botswana.
But they were bad.
Yeah, they were bad. Of course, definitely they were bad. But the most important thing in competition like this is finding out results.
But
which they did.
Simi, how sustainable is this? No, I'm asking you now. I don't. You want collect the whole time. Simi, no vex. How sustainable is this, right? Because performance like this, for me personally, I feel like it should be a one-off. Because performance like this, we always catch up with you when important games come up. Do you think it is? Do you think we can go all the way to the final? Do we have a chance?
Well, I'll first talk about the administration as a whole. There's a video I saw that surfaced online in Super Falcons training room. I don't know if it was just like a cloud top, but I think it was Abiodun. She was using Botu as a shin guard.
Yeah, I saw.
Then I'm like, why? Is it that we can't afford a shin guard that she had to use a plastic Botu? She cut it I'm like, but leaving that out, the players on their own, they have a part to play. Fine, you are playing for Super Falcons, as Mr. Tobe has said, that the most decorated. So are they letting it go down? They can actually bring it up. Like, yes, I'm determined that yes, we go through the Moroccans, even though Mr. Lekon is saying that
no comment, Mr. Lekon. Come Lekon.
Okay, sorry.
Why the vex?
No, I know.
Even though he's saying that, I just feel if they are determined, they can actually go through it and win it.
See, ma buttress something. I beg, no verse. No verse. Just give me 1 minute.
No.
I beg. Ma buttress.
No, I'm not giving you anything.
I beg.
No.
Where?
I'm not giving you anything.
I would go with what
Idris, can we go all the way to the final?
We cannot go all the way to the final if they are not determined. Right from start, football has always been something Nigerians or Nigeria in a whole cannot accomplish properly. If you cannot fund these players, if you cannot show these players that you actually need them, that's why you see most of young players not really to play for Nigerian leagues. They'll just move Europe and start making money. I feel like it started the whole issue started right from the source, Nigeria, because I feel like once Nigerian who can take football seriously, okay, we need a stadium here to let the young people grow and sort out the necessary bills to actually handle everything. Then we can say, okay, yes, they have a chance. But when you can't afford the proper shin guard, when you're not treating these players properly, why would they want to defend the country and play well? It makes no sense. Like me coming to work and I'm not being paid my wages. Do you understand?
Yes.
So no, I don't think we can go all the way with all these issues not being sorted out.
Listen, let me close this statement.
You are not closing anything.
Let me close this statement.
You are both not closing anything. All right, let's move on. You said enough. Let's go to. We are going back to Real now. Just a few words from you guys. Do you think things would have turned out differently if Alonso had kept a 3-4-3 formation? He had been using the 3-4-3 right from the group stages, then changed it when he got to the final, right? Should he had stuck to that 3-4-3 in the final?
The 3-4-3 has been going with. It would have been more better than he changed. He just changed the whole transition. He changed the whole playing style. Look at Real Madrid during the semi-final. The biggest team in Europe putting control game from the midfield. Now, I'm not kudos to PSG. They're a great team also, but Real Madrid also with that machine, that so-called Camavinga, Bellingham, this. They couldn't control a game from the midfield. And if you can't control a game from the midfield, I'm sorry, your team is they're not going to play anything that much. So I feel that if you had gone with that 3-4-3 that I played, choking at least the midfield would have been more better than what he played in the final. So I just feel going with the 3-4-3 would have been more better.
Okay. Look, I'm going to ask you, do you think, before Alonso came, people were talking about how it would, implement his style, if he was a flexible coach, if he was someone like Amorim who would stick with whatever philosophy and ideology he's got. Do you think that played a huge role on him?
Yes.
On being flexible in that final?
I don't think he's flexible. I think he's stubborn. You understand? He's stubborn. I don't see this is not democracy. You understand? I will not waste time because I see our producer now showing me hand. I will not waste time, but he's stubborn. And this is not democracy. And I don't even want to talk much about this Alonso because I've already said it.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yes, I've already said it.
You have to talk about him because that's the question.
I've already said it. He's not meant for Real Madrid. He's not tailored.
Lekon.
He's not fashioned.
No, Lekon, hold on.
What is he again?
Lekon,
he's not cut.
I understand.
To be a Real Madrid star. He's not up to the task.
I understand.
Should he have stuck with 3-4-3? No. There's one thing about Ancelotti. Even though I don't like him because what he did last season, I cried. Under my pillow. I always cry. I'm very emotional. I cried last season for what he did to us. You understand? But there's one thing I love about Ancelotti. He's very accommodating, very adapting to system. I think that's what you should. That's
what Alonso did.
That's not what he did.
He switched to 4-3-3.
No, from the start, you have to tax this guy that let's just come up with our own this thing. Don't say you are playing 3-4-3 and the final in the semi-final you not switch it to something else. No, that's not done.
Do you think he's flexible?
He's not flexible.
It is. Should he have stuck with the 3-4-3 formation?
Yeah, he should have stuck with the formation that was good for him.
Right from the group stages.
Yes, right from the group stages. He's not flexible. He made an imbalance, and I really feel like he's the type of player that I feel like he can actually come through, but it's gonna take a while. Because the Madrid I saw against PSG was not the Madrid. I came to hate watch. I won't lie, because the fact that when my team left, Madrid players were all over my head and stuff like that. I just came to hate watch. So the fact that you were 3-0 down before cooling break, come on now, come on, 3 before cooling break. That's not Real Madrid.
Toby, okay. Do you think people are just overly critical of Real, or overly critical of Real and not giving PSG their credit. Because when you look at it, PSG, they've defeated Inter in the final. They defeated them 5-0. Defeated Atletico 4-0. Defeated who again?
Arsenal.
No, I'm talking about after the Arsenal game. Atleti 4-0. What's it called? Inter 4-0. Who again? They defeated Inter Miami 4-0. So, I mean, should we just say PSG are good and not Real being bad? If we are talking about, because I feel like if we are talking about how bad Real are, we are taking the credit away from PSG being good. Do you share the same sentiment?
We should just give Xabi Alonso time. It's still quite early for us to be
Judging
judging him. Using the amounts on his head. I mean, he's still got a lot of time, and I'm sure he's still got so many experiments to take up. I like what he looks like a manager that will buy into Real Madrid youth team more. And that's one of the things Carlo Ancelotti failed to do. And maybe we still have some question marks, considering this PSG side. Some football fans are not convinced enough. About the PSG. The PSG side doesn't have this.
But they are the team to beat.
They are the team to beat. However, do you know some football fans still believe that this Club World Cup final, that Chelsea just might just stand a chance. They just felt Inter were bad. Inter were bad on the final. I, as an Arsenal fan, still felt. Please don't come for me. I, as an Arsenal fan, still felt probably if Arteta has gotten us a striker, we would have just defeated this. Some people still feel there's nothing special about this PSG side. It was not the Inter we saw in the final that we saw.
Don't you think those people talking about
I'm all driving them to a point. What have we been talking about since? We've talking about Xabi Alonso formation. Probably if we had switched to a more better formation, maybe we have defeated PSG. Forgotten to give the credit to Luis Enrique and his boys. So maybe they should defeat Chelsea convincingly. Then they are going to give us that strong feel like, we are PSG. Put some respect on the name.
I think that should not be in this coalition. I'm talking about Real Madrid here. You're talking about big Arteta. What are you saying? Close share. Don't come. No.
That brings us to this question. What do you think Chelsea should do in the final to neutralize PSG? See me.
As a Chelsea boy, I go with the same spirit we started in the group stage. I believe I'm the underdog here. Everybody's against me. My brother here also said there's nothing for me. But I believe I go with the same spirit. Go with my same determination. Bro, I'm going to win that shit.
If you were Maresca right now, what would you do going to that final?
Is it in terms of formation or
everything? What would your approach be?
My approach? Well, my approach would be, I don't know, I'll be scared. But
as a manager,
I won't show it. I won't show
fear in front of the
PSG, they've beaten over 15 teams this season.
Not beat them.
What do you want from me?
Exactly.
They've killed teams.
Chelsea going into that, I'm very sure are going to come out with something. Even though they're going to beat us,
you might just come out with a silver medal. That's
I can promise you.
All right, Leko.
Chelsea's not doing anything in that final at all. Nothing.
What should Maresca do in that final to be able to get something out of the game?
Number one, when you want to know that someone is not confident enough, that's when they will talk.
Don't tackle.
I'm not tackling anybody. I'm not tackling. Let me say myself. When you know that someone is not good enough, or someone is having a doubt that they don't have confidence, you say I'm a boy. When you're a man, you can impregnate. Thank you. You understand? So, what
Chelsea boy?
You understand?
What's that?
You understand?
I'm a Chelsea boy now.
Going back to your question now.
Okay.
I think Chelsea should do what they are doing. But I still want Real Madrid to PSG to win.
Why are you so obsessed about Madrid?
But, they are.
Why?
They are priming this thing. Just stuck on my head. But I want PSG to win. But maybe let me say
What should Maresca do? On the more serious note,
what should Maresca do?
What do you think? How do you think he should approach the game? Because we've seen teams concede. Because when you're playing against the PSG team, they want to kill you in the first 20 minutes.
Yes.
And when they score 1-2, you're done.
I think,
and it is game over.
I think you see the control they had.
What do you think? What do you think? It's been like that even against Inter, even against
right from defense,
even against Atletico.
No, I watch.
I think they will not kill you in the first 20.
I think if they can,
what should Maresca do?
I think
And how do you think he can motivate these players going into the final?
let's talk about let's talk neutral now. Neutral ground. No, not to hit anybody here.
Have you not been neutral?
Yeah, God bless you.
No, I'm asking.
I've been.
Okay.
I think if they want to stand a chance, I think they should block the midfield. I think that Vitinha and Reed, I think is their machine. If they can do that, so that was what I was expecting them Madrid to do. I was expecting Madrid to
Choke the midfield.
Took the midfield. You are using you are coming up with one tactics that are 3-4-3. I'll be with 3-4-3 where they play them for 5, play them for this thing. If one call they play, when they turn say you be flexible. No, if you can stroke them at the midfield, stroke them.
All right then. Before you lose it, Idris.
Yeah.
Do you think Maresca should go long in that final? Hold on. We've seen teams try to play from the back against PSG and lose it. Right? They lose the ball, boom, it's a goal. Try it again, boom, another goal. Do you think teams playing against them should go long?
Team playing against them should go long. I would say no, he shouldn't.
You should still play from the back.
He should still play from the back because something about PSG. I noticed their gameplay. PSG is to play this kind of play that they want to be in control. You see, right from the defense they play. So I feel like if they can control the game right from the back to the midfield to the attackers, they would have dominance over that game. Do you understand? So the fact that if he shouldn't play for the ball, there's a higher probability that he will lose the ball in PSG. You know how they attack in full force. They will hit you. So Maresca should just stick to domination, stick to controlling the game. Then any slight chance, because I feel like if he can control the game, he can also control the defense. Because you have players coming from the midfield, coming back, going forward. Like everybody is controlling the game in their own way. They are playing with each other. So if he says he wants to just keep playing the ball out, PSG, their defense is very strong. They will get the ball, they will play you right from the midfield and they will pass you and they will score you.
All right, guys. Any parting shots? Toby.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for always supporting. We promise to always give you the latest updates and everything happening in the world of football. And AY, I hope you've shared the big announcement with our fans that on Monday starting.
Yeah, I was going to do that after you guys have shared your parting shots. Simi,
Well,
what's your parting shot?
it's a great show again. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks to Toby, Lekon, Idris.
Are we going to start seeing you consistently now?
Yeah, actually, I was.
I thought 25.
I was mixed.
Three episodes.
I'm sorry, I was mixed with.
Okay, no wala.
Multitasker.
Parting shot.
They call me Aleko, man of many inspiration, vessel of love. I say it, I do it.
Okay.
I talk it, I say it.
Okay.
You understand? We say stuff that I never take me back.
All right.
And I want you to know that Arsenal. No. I asked my parting shot. Let me say my parting shot. Even though they are signing a striker, which I think they will sign, they will not win it. They will still be 3 or 2.
My parting in short. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're happy to be here. Just 5 guys doing what they love, and this is Idris, the microphone himself. Idris, the man.
All right, guys. For people who want to know about what's going on in the transfer market, Fenerbahce have agreed to sign Marco Asensio, and of course, Jordan Henderson has signed a 2-year deal with Brentford. And of course, Madueke, I don't think that's no longer in news. He's on his way to Arsenal. And of course, on Monday, there's a big announcement for you guys. You'll be seeing us as we do live, uncut, unedited, unfiltered on Monday. We'll be going live on our TikTok. And of course, subsequent lives, we'll be doing it on Twitch. So you can join us on Monday. Our live will be kickstarting around 9 o'clock. So right, guys, just come there, share your thoughts, and of course we'll be attending to all your questions and all the transfer stories. We'll be dissecting everything on there and be giving you all the spiciest, all the juiciest, and all the latest in the world of football. You can catch us on our social media platforms, on our TikTok. What's it called? You know our handle already. We don't need to we don't need to go over that again.
Let's go again. Let's go
Football
again.
Yarn is
Football Yarn.
our handle on TikTok. You can drop your comments and of course you can share your thoughts on there and be sure that we're going to read every single one of them. YouTube, you're also there, Football Yarn on Twitter, Football Yarn on Instagram, Football Yarn, and on Facebook. We're always there too. And of course, one of these days we'll also be doing Facebook Live. So you can catch us anywhere. On Instagram, still the same, Football Yarn, on Spotify, on Audiomack, on Apple Podcast, Football Yarn. So we're saying our goodbyes now. Bye bye.